stash of random scrap wood that I need to use up so I could refill it with other random scrap wood. And this piece from a pallet caught my attention. It's from the inside or middle of a pallet, and it has this nice-ish curve that makes me think of feet or a base. So let's make a pallet plant stand. I'm Anna. Thanks for clicking on this video. And remember, if you like it, give it a thumbs up. And if you love it, click that subscribe button. Using the miter saw, I cut down one of these pieces to two smaller ones that measure just under 13 inches. I've started to give them a sand, but I want to round out the edges just a little bit more, so I'm not quite done with the sander yet. The base has been sanded. It's smoothish, but it's rounded and it looks more finished, so I'm happy with this. I've also cut 3 pieces of the pallet slats. Now, one of them I purposely left really banged up. You can see right here. I think that when I sand it down, that'll just make the edge look kind of cool. If I don't like it, I'll just turn around and put that part against the wall. So these now need to be sanded. The 3 pieces were sanded to have rounded, soft corners to give this an aged look. I then stained all the sides of the pallet slats with flagstone by Varathane. As a contrast, I stained the base black. I'm using a chip brush here that I picked up from the Dollar Tree. There's 2 in a pack for $1.50 now since the price increase. But these chip brushes apply stain really well. I totally recommend. Everything's dry now. I did need to leave it to dry overnight because everything was still tacky, especially the base. So now I just need to assemble everything, and I'm going to be using glue and a brad nailer. And then once that's all done, I will be coating the top with an outdoor sealer. My first attempt was to follow a suggestion from Ralph and assemble everything upside down. I arrange all the pieces how I think they will look best and space out everything evenly. I then glue and clamp down the first side. Even though I left this to dry for a while, I think you can foresee the disaster that is awaiting me. Look how naively I get the brad nailer out. Of course, nothing stuck. Later, Ralph said I could have had a board underneath it all and flipped the whole thing over together. But I don't think even that would have helped this evolving DIY disaster. So let's try again. I line everything up, right side up. I meticulously check for even spacing between the boards and double check that the boards hang over the sides evenly. But not once did it cross my mind to check if the boards are even front to back on the base. And this time I grabbed that brad nailer and with all the confidence in my skills, nail that thing together. I can make all the faces I want, and that just doesn't look good. And this is how to disassemble a pallet plant stand. The worst part is removing the nails. Once the glue is removed, I can attempt to assemble this for the 3rd time. Using the measurements and grid that are on the work table, I start to line up all the pieces. I use this piece of trim as my guide, spacer, and straight edge. By attaching the middle piece first, I could use the trim piece to evenly add the 2 outer pieces. How did this build take 3 attempts? At this point, if I messed up again, I would have built a bonfire and never finished this video. Seriously, this is such a basic and easy project. It should have taken a couple minutes. Finally, I move on to something that I don't mess up. I seal the stand with a matte clear coat. It's done! It's kind of cute, and it's a reason to buy another plant. I repotted the aloe into a larger nursery pot. I don't need to use a nice pot here because this is only the insert. I like to tidy up planters by covering up the soil with decorative stones. This plant will eventually come in for the winter, and this gives it a more polished look.
Say hello to my little friend. I love corny puns.
I had some more scrap pallet pieces, and I made a couple more stands. Shockingly, these only took minutes to assemble, once. I like how they beef up the look of these basic plastic planters on my patio. My aloe has a new stylish home, and the basket planter is elevated, allowing it to breathe. This is a simple project, as long as you don't have to rebuild it 3 times, but that's how some projects go. When that happens, don't be too hard on yourself, laugh it off and keep going. Thank you so much for watching me mess up even the simplest projects. And remember to like and subscribe for more DIYs. I'll see you soon with another project.
Say hello to my little friend. I love corny puns.
All right, maybe I do. Okay, once more, because I don't know if I stayed long enough. You might say I didn't pause long enough at the end there. Oh, phew.